Hello, everyone. It's Giraffe to see you. Are you ready to get lost with us? Tom here.
Storm here.
Kimmy here.
I know, I was like, Tom, I don't know, you might want to look behind you.
Why? What's behind me?
Well, hopefully he's friendly. So you were right. He did mention last episode that he had that exact giraffe.
And
I
he
do.
wasn't fooling us.
Mm-hmm. So
I stole him
welcome
from
back,
Dr.
everyone.
Chen or whoever that was.
Yeah. I know Cheng is my real name, apparently. But yeah, he goes by many names. So we're going to be watching episode 2 today of season 5, and we are enjoying the time jumps or complications because it was very energetic last episode.
Yes,
Pun intended. That was terrible. But
Yes,
okay,
it
so
was.
Juliet and Sawyer are heading towards the beach.
Yes.
Miles is going with them.
Oh, yes, because he thinks she's hot on his trail.
But honestly, he's hot on her trail.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
And Charlotte's nose is bleeding. Dan is worried
Big
about it, but he's
time.
trying to play it down now because he's like, oh yeah, it's because of the blood thing. I get scared. But he's worried because I think she's having those same complications that other people have had on the boat.
Right? The
with those
hemorrhaging is going to be inevitable.
time jumps, yeah. So she needs a constant. Who's going to be her constant? How are they going to get saved? And we know that everyone else that left the island has to get back there. So maybe that's the only way to save Charlotte and everyone else from time jumping.
Yeah. And for some reason, now Dan wants then Desmond to see his mom. So he's going to Oxford. He woke up in a memory. And there he goes. He's going off to Oxford with his new wife.
Yeah, so I
Not
think he's...
new, but
I know, yeah, because she had a
they're
ring on her
married.
finger, so that was really cool. Aww.
It won't
that's sweet.
last because I got to go back to the island.
Well, maybe she'll join the island too.
Well,
She has to now.
they didn't mention about him going back to the island. Just
yeah,
the
just to
original
go
crew.
to see.
Yeah, so maybe
his
he'll be
mom.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he can stay there because he's happy now. He's the only one who's really happy back on the
I
mainland, you know?
I know.
Nothing crazy is happening to him.
Yeah, and he's happy and he
Right.
married his love and she loves him too and it's great.
Are they in secret? Are they hiding
I know,
in
from her
secrecy
father.
because of her father? Does she know what happened?
Well, didn't they wake up on a boat?
Yeah, that was their sailing. They're probably living on the sailboat. They're probably that's
Yeah,
their
it wasn't the
home.
same boat they were rescued on, of course.
No.
That's a
No,
different
but they're
boat.
they're
living their
well,
life.
current-
It's 3 years after they were
Yes.
saved. So that was, I guess, in the future present, however you want to see it, because the show's
The
old
present.
too. So it's like, our present is
Yeah,
technically the
looks like
future,
the
kind
real
of, sort
person.
of. Not really the same because that's still, old, but you know what I mean. Time gets confusing. So shall we get into this episode?
I'm telling you, they need Loki.
Loki will just randomly appear, or like the alligator Loki.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll be great.
Variant.
What is this? They're all variants now because they're gonna that'll be weird if they bump into each other on the beach. Like Sawyer and Juliet's probably not going to be there because it's earlier on. And what's gonna happen?
Well, I mean, would that cause any kind of paradox or
I
anything
know,
like
that's
that?
what we were
I mean,
saying
would
last time. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll actually see that happen, but I am curious.
Yeah.
So shall we?
let's do it.
Ready?
All right. 5:02 on Amazon.
It's present.
What kind of beer is it?
Dharma.
Has,
A different brand of
has a
Dharma.
skull.
Are we all okay with this?
This is a decision that will affect the rest of our lives.
I don't think we should lie, dude.
It protects them from Charles Whitmore. The guy hired a boatload of people to kill all of us. He
Okay,
faked
so
a
she
plane
knows
crash.
everything.
I mean, the island disappeared. We all saw it. It's gone.
Bloop.
That's how it
That's
sounded.
You believe that?
And if we can stick together, we can make them believe us.
Interesting music.
I don't want to spend the rest of my life lying. And someday you're going to need my help, and I'm telling you right now. You're not getting it.
Oh.
This poor kid.
He's probably just
Honey,
drugged
watch
up
out.
and that's it. He'll wake up.
Oh my God! You're gonna hit.
Chase.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Crap.
Don't even tell me it's.
Yeah, it is! I remember you started saying that. What? How's that even possible?
He's like, are you serious?
They already have pictures.
'Cause he
of
sees
you
dead
covered in
people all the
blood
time.
with a gun in your hand.
Actually, it's ketchup.
You've got a lot of work to do. Do not get arrested.
Thanks, Santa Lucia.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
he's actually getting
He
help.
says hi.
Oh.
Well, you heard her.
It's gonna work better, all right?
I think you got too much wood here in the inside.
Oh,
That's
I
gonna
love when they
smother the
bicker.
leaves.
Rose, if you don't have enough wood, the leaves just burn out.
Whose shirt is this?
It's mine.
He's the hope
taking
for
it.
sure.
Take that as a yes, Frogert.
It's Neil.
Optimistic.
Welcome back, Dr. Wizard.
I think it's Mr. Wizard.
Shut up. We've been gone for 2 hours.
I'm gonna go find us something to eat.
He's gonna use his powers.
I guess we'll get the water.
Nobody will suspect him.
Wait right here.
Lock the door.
That'll
That'll work. You didn't look at the news lately. The news is on.
I know you from somewhere, don't I?
Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exact
Just
picture.
keep talking to her.
I think I do.
Millionaire.
You're the guy who won the lottery.
Yeah.
And you crashed in that plane.
No. Okay, we're out of here.
And who's this?
Look at the gas prices back then.
Yeah.
22.
Oh, they just missed each other.
22. Oh, yeah.
Swipe left.
Unknown. Hugo?
Swear.
I know exactly
daughter.
where that is. I'll be there in half an hour.
It's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
To see a friend.
Are you looking for your pills, Jack?
I flushed him down the toilet.
I was just gonna do that myself. Yeah, I figured you were.
Bullshit.
He's dead, isn't he?
Right now he
I'll
is.
see you in 6 hours, Jack.
He's gonna be alive again on
I'm
the
going to
island.
revive
watch.
him. Living the good life.
I know. They just lost the money.
Previously on Expose.
Previously.
How's it going?
I found him out in the street. Can I keep
That's
him?
a safe house.
I set him over here.
You're gonna look there.
Yeah, he's out. You got shot by a dart. A dart? Were we in the zoo or something?
Yeah, two.
I'm in danger. We both are. Danger from who?
Alright. We didn't get that far yet.
I'm not sure exactly.
Oh, God. Don't peek out!
Killed 3 people? No. Saeed did. Oh, well, that's better. Saeed, please wake up! That's not gonna work. We need a doctor.
Jack.
Jack.
I think I know what to do.
Ah.
42.
42.
Have a nice day.
I do, however, have something very important in my van, Jill, and I need you to watch it for me.
You'll be safe with me.
I'm
sorry.
He's my puppet,
Keep
damn
him
it.
safe, Jill. Because if you don't, everything we're about to do won't matter at all.
Bum, bum, bum.
You got it.
And then flash.
Determination. Oh, man.
We blew it out.
Why did you do that?
I'm sure it'll pass.
It's not just that.
He knows it won't.
Daniel,
You know.
do you know what's happening to me?
I don't want to freak you out.
Dinner! It died in the jungle. I found it.
How old?
Don't worry, it's
Where'd it
fine.
die
It's
out?
been dead 3 hours.
See? That's phenomenal.
Can't even get fire!
Oh, I knew something was gonna happen.
Oh, you want fire? There you go.
Crap.
The others.
Oh, man. What
That
a
does
way to
suck,
go. Roll on the... He can't even roll on the sand.
God. No, no.
Jesus. This is horrible.
Oh my God, who else? Wow.
Ah, right in the stomach.
No.
But Juliet.
Get it done. We gotta
Stop.
go now.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't.
They think you're crazy enough to come back home.
Don't say that.
So are you? Crazy?
I'm not crazy. And I have a really good reason why I'm lying to you.
Good.
Why there's a dead Pakistani on my couch?
I was dead.
He's breathing. Kind of. Dad, we gotta go now.
Oh, what's happening?
Mom, please.
No, Mom, please, me.
They're gonna tag you.
I know. They're gonna see you. Oh, he's driving.
Dad's driving. Nice and slow. Hi.
Here's a baby picture.
Oh, she's beautiful. Thank you.
She's with her grandmother in Seoul.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you?
She knows your faces.
Somebody knows we're lying.
What? But you need to take care of him. Wouldn't you do anything you had to in order to keep Aaron?
Oh, yeah, she's dark now, huh?
But you did what you had to do. And if you hadn't, we probably all would have died instead of just my husband.
So sad.
I don't blame you.
Okay. Hopefully he's still alive, I hope. He had his face covered?
What happened?
Hugo said he got hit with some dart. But with all due respect to you, Dr. Shepard, when this is over, you're gonna do something for me. Stay away from Hugo.
On the contrary, I have to take him to an island.
How can anybody want to hurt you?
I know stuff.
Don't lie to me.
Tell your mother the truth.
Your Sherry 6 we lied about what happened after the crash.
And what did happen?
I mean, we found some hatches and there was a button you had to push every 180 minutes or...
Oh, God.
Well, I was never really clear on that. And we couldn't go back to the island because it disappeared. And by then there were 6 of us. That part was true.
I don't believe it.
I believe you.
Oh.
I don't understand you, but I believe you.
Okay.
We shouldn't have lied.
That's right. He warned everybody. Oh, shit.
Ew.
Oh. Oh,
Ew.
of course he's got bare feet. He should have asked for someone's shoes.
Vincent. Ooh, it sounds heavy.
Oh my God.
Will you crawl out there and ask him?
Don't have to be a wise ass. I'm just trying.
Holy crap! Damn it!
Crap. Get him oxygen.
He's doing it all himself.
Yeah, because he probably doesn't want to draw attention.
I know.
I don't know. He
just
dragged
peeled
his
in the
body
front
in,
door.
though. He's been like this for a long time.
Jesus!
Crap.
Easy.
Come on.
What a grip.
He'll get all close to
Put
turn
that
out.
blind down too. Look at his hair.
See, you've been attacked.
Where's Hurley?
At his parents' house.
Hello,
Hugo.
Holy crap!
If that hurt, that would hit him in the face.
Hugo, Saeed warned me about you.
He's with Jack. That's why I'm here, Hugo. Jack called me.
Crap, and now Saeed's saying
How
How else
else
would I know
double
that they're
check.
together?
But they came around when they realized that we all want the same thing.
What's that?
Did Saeed really?
To go back to the island. If you come with me, you won't ever have to lie again.
Like it's all like bright with the
I
light
know.
on him. It's all like angelic.
Yes.
Never, dude.
Oh, he went right outside? Oh, come on.
Wow.
Just get me away from me.
Now he's lying completely. I'm glad that it ruins Ben's plans, but I feel terrible that he lied.
How serious?
No.
No!
No!
Do it!
No!
Don't! What the hell?
Who got hit?
Thanks, Locke.
James. Juliet. Nice to see you.
So nice to see you.
Woo!
Is this Oxford?
Ah, maybe.
What a Jedi.
So dark. The
Jedi.
video.
Does this person know what's happening to the island? It's a little person inside that wheel.
Little hamster.
I'm just gonna do resurrect.
What about you?
We know
I'm
her.
having some difficulty.
Oh, you better
Is
get
it the
busy.
premonition lady?
Yeah, I think it might be. It is her.
And God help us all.
God help us all. No.
So
No
maybe
pressure.
it is
Oh,
good
man.
now. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, because I know he betrays a lot of people like all the time, but in this case, when Saeed told Hugo, don't believe anything, do the opposite of what he tells you, I knew that was wrong advice, because in that moment he was doing something good, because they do have to go back, and I knew that was a bad choice.
Look, that's the problem though when you deceive people for so long.
I know.
You know, it's
Right. It's like
No, it's
the
real.
boy calling wolf, you know? When do you know he's really telling you the truth? But how do we know he is ultimately?
But see,
we still don't know.
Anna Lucia did tell him, "Don't get caught by the police."
Yeah, and I do believe that, because
Yes.
even though
So-
Right.
I know Hugo has a connection with the dead too, kind of like Miles in a way, but I really think it is actually happening, and they're warning him and trying to guide him in the afterlife. So I really think, she was trying to guide him. It wasn't
See,
just in his head.
I would have thought that with her telling me don't go to the police and him telling me not to go to the police, then I would have at least believed him more with those two, with her backing that up.
Yeah.
Yes, because once he listened to her, he did what needed to be done. He found the safe house. He changed his clothes, and it was
took Saeed to a trusted person.
That's right.
Yeah, and I mean, I know, like, he did trust her and he acted on it, but I guess, like, because Saeed's physically with him and protecting him and trying to do what's right and believes him and knows what happened, that even though he said in the present time or past present, you know, on the boat, he's like, well, if we all lie and if you go with this, then I'm never going to help you when you need help in the future, he said to Saeed. So it's interesting, too, because it's almost like he knew exactly something was going to happen where he was going to need help. So just him physically being there and helping him, you know, to protect him from these people going after them, I think he just took his advice because of the trust there. But it was the bad choice.
And for him to just, I think Ben interfering, naturally it backfired on him, but I think if he just let Jack bring back Saeed, because he knew Dad was bringing him to Jack, so if he just waited for Jack to, you know, if he just talked to Jack, even as Ben was coming in, you know, Ben coming in was completely a blunder, but had he let Jack talk to Hurley would have probably went with him.
But I think
but
that
how would he get in
short
there?
On time. That's why
they're short on time, and they're in hiding, right? Because he can't be affiliated. They're probably going to be like, "Why is Jack going there all of a sudden?" Because they know that they're connected. So
yeah, but I mean, just
watching.
Communicating via phone, just something, so he can believe Ben. Yes, Ben interfered, but if he just said, "Here, talk to Jack. Saeed's with him. See, believe me. I know you haven't. You know, I've been untrustworthy in the past, but please."
Yeah, he did say that, and then he said that, how would I know about Saeed if, you know, that he's with Jack, which was a good thing to say. But I know, like, I wish there was some kind of connection there. But if
Jack
you have
has a phone, he could have.
But could it be tapped or something? I don't know, because of the people that are going after them.
They could have a tap from the cops. Yeah.
Because like, they were already jumped at a safe house before. So I think it's easy enough if they do contact their friends from the island, it's going to be caught. You know, so I wish Jack was there to say something, but I just don't think it was possible at the time. I think it had to be Ben, right? Unless they snuck Jack back into the house, but he needed the equipment at the hospital.
Or at the very least, Ben could have contacted Jack, and Jack could have done it via phone. But who were the guys in the safe house? Were they? They were. I don't think they were cops. I think they were probably.
No, those guys weren't cops. I don't think.
No, they were like
Whitmore's
guys.
Or something.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were the same people that the lawyers were. The lawyers were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they're not who they say they are.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has their own agenda. Maybe they were Whitmore's people or something.
Yeah,
going after them.
Yes, Whitmore's people.
Which would make sense.
And Son's not going to go with them, so the plan's not going to work anyway. Even without Hurley, it's not going to work anyway because Son's not going to go. She's siding with Whitmore.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
And plus, she's not going to leave her baby either.
And Kate the same way. Like, she won't want to bring Aaron back to the island. She doesn't want to go back to the island.
Claire told her not to bring Aaron back.
Right.
I know. And
so
she's not going to want to
point?
go back. I mean, she doesn't want to go back to the island anyways. But yeah, so she has two reasons, big reasons. Like, she's never going to leave Aaron behind. And she doesn't want to go back to the island. So that's going to be hard.
And I'm really glad that Son talked to Kate about these lawyers. But I don't like how she wants her to handle it.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, she's like totally different now that Jin died. That she's just full on dark.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm glad that she's still a friend of Kate's and they were able to talk and everything. But yeah, I don't know how they're going to get people back on the island. It's going to be the whole season trying to get them all back.
Well, yeah, I think that's what the whole season's going to be, is trying to get them back to the island. But I don't know. I mean, the whole thing that, you know, Ben screwed up with Hugo is just, that's a big problem. Because, I mean, Hugo goes out there and he starts admitting that he kills people.
It's awful.
And
like,
he's instantly lying now.
He could have just gone out there and they would have captured him anyways. He didn't have to say he
panicked. But yeah, like, he shouldn't have said any of that. And that just
he didn't really panic. He just kind of freaked out and just...
He did panic. And he said, I killed them. I killed them. I killed
anything to get away from Ben.
Yeah.
He knows Ben is bad. In his view, Ben is bad. He's believing Saeed, even though Saeed works for him. So what changed? You know, he knows, you know, Ben is very deceitful, and he trusts Saeed over Ben any day.
Yeah. I'm just going to randomly go back to the phone call thing because I was just overthinking it. But again, like, they can't contact each other because the agents were already spying on them, and if they could do that, the first thing they would have done was call Jack, right? Did they call Jack? Yeah, they had to call Jack to meet up with them.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, so they did do that originally. Yeah. Okay, because I was like, how did they contact Jack? So,
and now you've got Dad in the mix.
Yeah, so they could have done something like that if they're doing it already.
Right.
You know, just be like,
but when they're contacting via like cell phone, it's a lot harder to trace than a landline phone.
Well, we learned from Breaking Bad and stuff. You should still break
Maybe they all have burners after they lied. They all have burners.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, like newer phones, they have, you know, like GPS signals where you can locate where they are. But those are old flip phones. I don't know if they've had that capability back then.
Probably to a certain extent, but not as easy. Probably
It could probably get you in like a range of they call from California or something, but
yeah. And who knows? Because like there's so much manipulation in this show that I think Ben really was trying to make it easy for Hugo to go with him right then. But he's so good at manipulating that who knows who sent the people to see Kate to get her in motion to not want to be comfortable where she is and be on the run with Aaron to the point where she has no choice to go back to the island. And now with Hugo being arrested and being in a bad place, it's going to be even worse for him. And then he's going to want to... I mean, he's been wanting to go back anyways, though.
His face actually looked like I thought he was going to go with them. I thought he looked like he was happy to
he did want to go, but I think because Ben said it, then he's like, there's an objective here that he doesn't want to be a part of.
So that's the only kink in the plan right now. So that's the bad
So
thing
even though it was just legit, we want to get back there, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know Ben like that. He knows Ben as a conniving...
Because he does it himself,
Absolutely. And for Hugo, I think it was fantastic how his father asked him if he was crazy, and he said, "No, I'm not crazy, but there's a good, and I'm not lying. I'm lying for a good reason."
There's a good reason, yeah.
There's a good reason. Why I'm lying so I'm so proud of him for saying that, because it almost gave him only two reasons. You either have to be crazy or you're lying, and he rejected both of them. So that was phenomenal for him. I think he's the most sane out of everybody. I mean, you know what I mean? As level-headed. I mean, this last action was terrible, and it was also wonderful for his mother to believe.
And I'm glad she did, because that's a lot to take in.
Yes,
and
it is.
I took it more as like being his mom and being super supportive, that she believes him to a certain extent. Like, and she said, "I don't know what you just said to me." So if she starts hearing more details, she's probably going to think to herself, "But that's really far-fetched," and I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, being a mom, like, she probably just like wants to be there for her son, and which is good though, that she wants to listen and hear him out. And the way that Hurley told, I keep saying Hugo and Hurley, but the way that Hugo told it, like, it made, like, he wasn't explaining details because, like, he just wanted to get it all out there, but he was actually going through the story and what happened pretty good. And then it sounded all crazy, because
it did,
so
but, she probably knows her son, how he lies in the past and how he doesn't, she really looked him in the eye and she really believed him.
Well, also the tone of his voice and how quickly he was speaking, made it seem more real to her.
Yeah.
Then it didn't seem like a made up story, because information was just coming out so fast, and he had a lot of passion in his voice.
Yeah.
So, although she doesn't understand it, like when she probably heard smoke monster, she's probably like, "What the hell is that?"
That's the first thing you're like, "What the freak does that mean?"
Yeah, and I mean, and the chain of events are coming back with him. With his, other survivors, she's probably like, "You know what? I really can't say it's not true. I mean, look what's happening. Cops are coming, I know my boy didn't do this."
Yeah, and I wish they didn't lie going, being rescued right from the start, but at the same time, they are right, though, because I would defend, like, I agree with Hugo, you shouldn't lie, but, they were almost killed on the island, and now being on the mainland, it's easier to get to them. So, like, if you tell them, well, if anything, they're going to be targeted anyways, but it protects the people on the island. That's the bottom line of it. So that way they don't get hunted more.
Yeah, but the island has moved, so there's no way to really find out where they are unless you know the math or something,
So I think that'll be good for them to go back, and now it's reset.
But
so the
then again, the six who got rescued didn't know what happened to the islands. They really couldn't.
They just saw it disappear.
Yeah, they don't know that it moved. But, on the other hand, to lie like this, you're saving people on the island, but wouldn't you want to expose all this craziness? I mean, wouldn't you want to expose it? and have people search for have like whoever search for this island, search for these people. They don't know the coordinates. They don't know where they landed. I don't know. We landed they kind of know the region, but
I think
like let the experts find out.
Yeah, because Whitmore, there was just so much control already with him taking over the island and going and sending a whole like mini army over there to kill everyone.
And he has so many resources all over the world.
Yeah, and he has so much money that he made the whole plane crash a fraud. Like he made up all of that. So to go to that extent and then expose it to let other people go try to find it, I think he'll start to go like, oh, well, I know you 6 are alive, so now I'm going to go after your families and kill you guys and torture you, so this is like a huge thing that's out of their control.
And do we really know that Whitmore did plant that? It could
be something that someone did.
It could be Ben's people. You don't know.
Yeah, so it's someone who has massive control over this, did this huge cover-up. So if they come out, they're putting their lives and their friends' lives in danger, whether on the island or just even like Hugo's mom and dad and anyone else that they love actually off the island. They might just start picking people off because they have that much power.
It's just so much uncertainty, but if you expose everybody worldwide.
So here's the thing too. If we bring Locke back to the island.
It's hard, yeah.
If we bring Locke back to the island with Locke already there, how's that going to work?
Maybe it'll correct itself.
Because that's in the future, so he hasn't died yet.
It's not the future though; it's the present. It's their present, but it's the island's who knows because they're kind of going back and forth. So
yeah, but Richard did say you have to die, so maybe even them jumping.
Well, maybe.
I think it's still kind of in the past.
Technically, he did die, but maybe one version of him has to die, so the other one could live.
Multiverse.
Well, because you probably can't have two. You can't have two of them probably in close proximity. They can't interact, So if you bring the original body back, but he's dead, then the one that's there, that's alive, can stay.
Maybe, but at the same time, things that sometimes happen on the island is delayed compared to off the island or was it the other way around because we kept getting it confused.
Well, it was delayed. It was earlier on the island.
Yes.
Yeah.
Than it was on the ship.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm still thinking that the stuff going on the island right now, even though they're time jumping, the characters themselves I think are still in the past, and what we're seeing with Saeed, Hugo, Jack, everyone there in the present are actually in the present time or future present, and everyone on the island is still in the past and hasn't died yet. So I still think that still has to happen to the Locke we're seeing now, because for Richard to tell that Locke you have to die, I just feel
Well, I mean, he did die. Technically, he did die, but maybe the event. Well, maybe the event doesn't have to happen the way it originally did.
Maybe not. Yeah,
maybe not, and it could jump again to maybe in between.
There's so many
we do see another
well, they can change that one factor, so you still have the dead guy, but the live one is the one that's going to be.
Because then that's more like multiverse stuff. Like now you can't branch off. Dan said. Like what is I don't know, but yeah, maybe they can actually change.
Well, because the Locke that's with him now is the original island Locke.
Yeah.
The one that's on the in the casket was the one that somehow got over there.
Yeah.
But if they're all coming back already, then I don't know.
I think they bring him a bit.
If they bring him back to reset the island, then he'll never make it to the island to die. So I think there's going to be like a cancellation there.
Maybe.
And then the premonition lady doing this seance of sorts to get him back, to resurrect him.
We're all lost if we can't get everyone back.
And Ben has 70 hours. And now she's hearing like all this, okay, Hugo just was arrested, whatever. She just looked devastated. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, that's not good.
So it's like, you're going to make someone relive, you're going to resurrect this guy, but yet Hugo being in jail is a problem. Come on, get him out of there. If you have all these other resources.
They will.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if things are just all going to reset if they're able to get.
Do it old school, put the chains around the bars and drive
guys, get him in a cell and say, "Come on, you're coming with me out this little block."
As long as Kimi doesn't come back, I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. I want them all to go back to the island at this point because I like them all working together and they're like a family and they really care and do well together for the most part. So
I know, but
But that's to give up their life.
it's almost like
But
Ben
it's
is
miserable for
manipulating
them.
them to be miserable back home.
But they are miserable where they are,
They
so
are,
it's kind
but they
of.
can change things. They don't have to go. I don't know.
Well, I don't think
he's
it can change things
manipulating-
because they're getting harassed and followed and threatened and.
yeah, and they don't
But if
actually
they didn't
we see-
listen to Ben in the first place, they would be fine. I don't know.
Well, Jack had his issues and addictions and stuff, and then Kate, she was always on the run. So they all have their own personal.
Kate's
struggles
scared of losing
anyways.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Kate was good until this came about. Son was good. She's just getting revenge.
I mean,
Well, still, they're all
just getting
going down a
revenge, though.
crappy
Yeah,
path.
they're going because she's
Yeah.
going down a dark path of hate and.
Saeed's killing people again.
Yeah, and Saeed's killing people. So all
Because
of them
Ben
are going through bad
manipulated him.
things.
Saying Whitmore's
Hugo's
guy
back in the
killed his
crazy
wife.
house. I mean, it's kind of like being on the island. You're all free to be your own person,
But when did Saeed start killing people again? Because his wife died, right? And then he took
Because
it on.
Ben told him that Whitmore's guys did it.
But someone still killed them. I know. So I don't know. I think it's more that they're not supposed to be on the mainland, and it's all bad things that are happening. And yes, Ben is manipulating certain things, but I think it is actually bad news for them to be. They're supposed to be back on the island. It's just fated to be that way for some reason. Yeah. Crazy, huh? So until next time, guys, I guess we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon, as always.
I'm lost.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We'll get lost
By the way,
again
it's all
next time.
uppercases.
Bye. Bye, Mr. Giraffe.
He's humping my chair.